All right, inside of your pattern envelope are these things. These are called guide sheets. Guide sheets have different sections. It has the views, it has the different pattern pieces sometimes laid out for you. It has the cutting layout, some general information, and then it actually starts going into instructions for how to make the item that you have chosen. The thing that's important to remember with the cutting layout, the guide sheet is a great place for you to use your felt tip pen to make some markings. So the first thing is I'm going to be making pattern B. So I'm going to circle B with my felt tip marker. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at what pattern pieces I need for pattern B. It turns out that I need pattern pieces 1 and 2. Well, you might say, oh, those don't look like shorts, those look like pants. Well, if you cut them off right here, they're shorts. It uses the same pattern to make shorts and pants. So if you decide that you want to make the pants, you should keep this part, this bottom part of the pattern, so you can go back in the future if you want to make pants. Then down here at the bottom, it has some cutting layouts. I don't care about the cutting layouts for pattern A because I'm not making pants. I care about the cutting layouts for pattern B. And there are 2 of them. There's this one that says it's for 44 and 45 inch wide fabric. That says for me to use pieces 1 and 2, which I've already determined from the top. This would be if I was working with a knit. Remember, knits are stretchy and they come in size 55 to 60 inch wide fabric. The fold that you choose is according to the cutting layout. So here, you'll notice it says that these are the selvages. As you learned in an earlier video, when you fold the 2 selvages together, that is a lengthwise fold. A crosswise fold would be if it had selvage and selvage listed on either side with a fold in the middle. So if it said selvages and selvages, then that would be a crosswise fold. This would be an example of a partial fold. You would only need to fold your 1 selvage up just big enough to fit this pattern piece. You'll notice these arrows on here. These are called the grain line arrows, and grain line arrows always run parallel to the selvages. So understanding the type of fold you're going to use can really help you. Here's a more complex pattern. This is a pattern that makes shirts and pants, long sleeve and short sleeve shirts. So I want to look at this one for a second. If I was going to be making, let's say, shirt A, I would do the exact same thing. I would highlight shirt A, and I would choose all the pieces that it tells me I need. 1, 2, I need piece 3, and also piece 4. Those are all the pieces for shirt A. I would go down here to the cutting layouts for shirt A. Notice how the selvages meet here in the middle, and we have a fold on either side. This is what we talked about before. This is a double fold. Double fold is where the selvages meet in the center and you have a place-on fold on either side. And then this is a special type of fold. Notice how it has a star. Anytime you see a star like that, it means that there are special directions, especially when you're cutting out pattern pieces. It says cut all pieces that extend beyond the folded fabric, then cut out on open fabric on the right side of the fabric, cut in position as shown. So what that means is you would cut out your sleeve piece 4 first, and then you would unfold this piece of fabric and you would lay out your neckband and you would cut that out. If a pattern piece is shaded like this one, that means that it needs to be flipped upside down, printed side down when you cut it out. So I just wanted to show you a couple of different examples of how folding layouts can become important when you're working with patterns.